Do you know what we call Do you know what we call a squire that doesn't need his knight anymore?
Est-ce que tu sais comment on appelle un écuyer qui n'a plus besoin de son knight maintenant? No?
Chevalier.
On appelle l'ordre de la chevalerie devant leur majesté.
Their majesties would see before them their order of the chivalry.
Wing and smile with the helmet.
I have a knight candidate before me. I need a sword.
Sword? Not it.
I gave you this.
Do we have a sword?
Where's the sword?
We're trying to read a sword that's Argus or fighting a sword. Come on. You got it.
Whose sword is this? This is Horic's sword. This is Horic's sword.
How do you have horse?
Devon just gave it. Horic, one of the best of us, will be honored to know that you're carrying it and that you too.
Is there vigil information?
Yes. Hi. Okay. There is a whole visual setup next to Alcaracal's visual setup as well. The covered wagon field. A few of us will be taking him to Bath shortly hereafter. We ask all the chivalry to then come by and wait, and we'll give you instructions throughout the day. Please come by, have good things to say, come eat, come drink. We'll be here all day. Thank you.
My English not good. We're beside him. Same thing.
Horsemen and Fearghus and the questions before them.
Vivas! Vivas! Vivas!
Their Majesties invited to court, Fearghus and Cailin.
Your Majesties! Your Highnesses! Noble populace of the mighty East! I bid you lend your ears and fix your gaze upon what I wholly present. A true son of the East! Raised, forged, and tempered by his fellow tigers. A steadfast servant, ever striving to be an exemplar of being excellent to each other. He's equally bold in jest, swiftly moving with sharp objects, and teaching his friends games of old. Rejoice, for it is my honor to bring you forth to answer the question. Baron, Fearghus, I have.
how many people at this event were not in the procession? There's a few, okay. I'm kind of popular. We sent you off so you could contemplate a question. I'm not going to ask you yet because we still need to hear some things to see if we're convinced and to make sure that you're convinced.
Is there a member of the Order of the Pelican who would speak for this gentleman? Absolutely.
Yeah,
And in fact, you want to sit on Your Majesties, may I? Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Thank you. I, Catherine Barr, Pelican in Society, fourth tiger of this Kingdom of the East, had the honor to speak on behalf of Fearghus today. To anyone who knows him, it is no surprise that one of his passions is games. In order to excel in games, one must be logical and able to think ahead. Games have rules to be followed, strategies to consider. Do you put all of your pieces out, or do you reserve some to defend? Do you take a cautious approach, or do you dive in head first and hope for the best? One must think of all the possible outcomes of a single move. The best players are those that can learn both from their wins as well as their losses, and are able to be gracious, both when winning and losing. Fearghus takes the same approach to his service. He considers all the factors of a given situation, and logically considers all the possible outcomes to any move. The rules of service are well known to him, and he is able to work within those guidelines, as well as coming up with creative solutions. Above all, he strives to ensure that all who play the game are having fun. However, there are other very important virtues to be seen in his service, including honor, integrity, and conscience. While working as baronial seneschal and then as regional seneschal, he had the courage to stand up for what he believed in and would do everything he could to prevent injustice. He chooses to do what is right, not what is popular, and his integrity inspires those around him to elevate themselves as well. He encourages others, both through word and through deed, to do better, be better, and he often does this unconsciously. His service is without question, whether it be in his officer positions, his martial prowess, his arts and sciences, studies and teaching, or any of the many, many other examples I could provide. But we don't really have all night, so I'm not going to go there. The same virtues that Fearghus demonstrates in his service are those that make him a true knight. I'm very happy and honored to recommend my friend to this order this evening. Thank you, Your Majesty. Is there a member of the Order of the Laurel that will speak for this gentleman?
Majesties, Excellencies, Highnesses, assorted friends who are gathered here. I'm Christiana Crane, sometimes called the Winter Witch, so thank you all for the lovely weather today. And I'm a companion of the Order of the Laurel. In the spirit of Fearghus's aforementioned game enjoyment, we're going to play a quick game. You all know this one. Fearghus says, raise your hand if you've seen his A&S displays, or you checked out his period game documentation, or you've taken him up on his game challenge. Fearghus says, raise your hand if you've joined him in a demo where he's using these games and his charm to show people all the fun things they could be doing if they were part of the SCA. Fearghus says, raise your hand if you've ever been inspired by, or lifted up, or encouraged by his words, either on the battlefield, or online, or in person, just walking around. Fearghus says, raise your hand if you've ever joined him in one of his penance. Okay, shake. All right, very good. You were listening. Fearghus said, so, the truth of it is that the SCA is a big game, and games build community. Fearghus knows this, and uses that insight to draw people in, bring them together. His demeanor is humble and and joyful. And the gift that he brings to all of us is a reminder to find the fun in what we're doing. Fearghus is what we should look for in a peer. Your Majesties, thank you for recognizing this and for elevating him to it.
Is there a member of the Order of the Rose who will speak to this gentleman?
I am Duchess Honig, and it is my honor to carry the words of Countess Natalia. I'm also old and blind. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, I am not Countess Natalia, but I am Countess Natalia, and I am here with the impossible task of speaking about Fearghus's courtesy. Where to begin? Well, I had the chance to recently reread his account of the day that Jarl Ivan was elevated to the Order of the Chivalry. Now I have the honor to speak words of meaning for you. For someone who has walked the solitary path to chivalry with, and I quote, honor, the good things they do, and for the good people they are. I just got to throw your own words back at you. Courtesy, thy name is Fearghus. Thank you, Your Majesties. This man is mine.
Is there a member of the Order of Defense who will speak for this person?
Your Majesties,
Yes.
I've been given that honor. Your Majesties, Your Highnesses, we speak of perseverance as one during adversity for the betterment of those around. Your Majesties, Fearghus has displayed virtues of this nature as Seneschal for Barony Wadmageen and Southern Regional Seneschal. As Barono Seneschal, he was just the man we needed during COVID. During this job, he made sure that communications remained open amongst the populace in order to ensure that it remained active. And then as Southern Regional Seneschal, Fearghus had to endure this office in order to make sure that we all enjoy this known world of ours. But I would like to mention another noble trait of his, for its inspiration. Fearghus himself is inspired by his sun and stars, and he carries them on his heraldry. With that, he gets to share and inspire others around him. Just for example, I'm going to the Nutley practice. Why don't you come along with me? There are people there that can take you to the next level. Or, dude, I just got this Byzantine board game. Come learn it with me. Inspiration, encouragement, noble traits. Your Majesty, I am truly inspired, and he is my peer.
The chivalry that will speak to this gentleman.
The populace.
Oh, you were talking about populace. Okay, is there a member of the populace who will speak to this gentleman?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Hello, my name is Ragnar Bliskay, and I have the honor to speak for the populace of the East on behalf of my friend Fearghus. I want to start by talking about how Fearghus has changed my life. I met Fearghus at practice in 2021 as we were coming out of everything that had happened, and he pushed me to be more. Before him, I saw fighting and service in the SCA as just hobbies, and he wanted me to be more. He pushed me to be better. I've worked with Fearghus as he pushed me to enter bigger and bigger tournaments, as he pushed me to be better on the melee field, and to be a leader for my home group of Usgard. He got me to run. He got me to take fitness seriously. He made me run 3K. It was hard, but he made me do it. He's been a mentor to me as I've become a seneschal with his extensive history as a leader in the southern region. And he's just been an amazing friend. And how many others has Fearghus changed? I bet it's at least half the people here because they all processed in with him. Because that's the kind of person Fearghus is. He is a person that brings out the best in us all. He is an inspiration to so many that are here. He is the person that some of us think of as the best of the unbelts. He's the one that we think of as a leader in Andub, in Usgard, and in the southern region, and the kingdom beyond. So we, the populace of the East, bless this elevation and take inspiration from it. Because we all want to strive to be worthy and an equal to the great Fearghus, who deserves to be here today. And we thank you for this.
Is there an member of the Order of Chivalry who will speak for this gentleman?
Your Majesties, Your Highnesses. I am Baron Arn Ulrichson, knight by the grace of God, and I claim the honor to speak on behalf of the Order of Chivalry. I am not here to speak on Fearghus's proud at arms, for we would not be here if it were lacking. It is written, however, that it behooves a knight to be a lover of the common good, since knighthood was established for the community of the people, and the common good is greater and more necessary than the personal good. Fearghus's selflessness and dedication to his kingdom, his barony, and to his family stand as a testament to his knightly bearing. And since knighthood was established for the community of the people, let the people rejoice that a man of such quality has been found worthy of the spurs. There is a special quality to those who would don harness and put themselves to the hazard. And even more special still are those that would lead from the front and by example. One whose good works strengthens our society and our purpose within this special thing we do. And since it has been established that a knight is to be a lover of the common good, I believe in all my heart that Fearghus isn't just worthy, Fearghus is needed. Therefore, Your Majesties, in the words of my knightly house, he who does most is of greatest worth, and upon my sacred honor before your populace and God above, do wholly vouch for this vigilance and with all my heart. Thank you for making this night this day.
So I'm convinced. Do you have any fealties that you need to rescind? You have chosen the hard path.
I said to Matthew that I wanted to say something because, he was talking about he wasn't convinced. He wanted to hear people first, which is a little different in the order of things, but that's how we decided to do this one. At your vigil earlier today, you need a long time. I've seen your smile. I've seen you on the field. I've seen how you fight. I've seen how you treat your family. I was convinced the moment you explained your heraldry to me. He had a banner, but for those here, you can hand that to me for a second. It's small, but there was a banner that came around. This is, I got a bigger one. A big one. Awesome. If you look at it, look here. talking about how his lovely wife, Kat, and his children helped him. And he said to me, the person who's all about consorts and all about the people that are supporting. His heraldry, he is the running dog, and he gets to run free because he has the warmth of the sun of his wife and the brightness of the stars of his children. It was perhaps the loveliest words I had ever heard. At that moment, I knew, without a doubt, this is the right.
So now the question to you. You take up the mantle and responsibilities of the leadership.
Their Majesties, we call in the Order of Chivalry.
Yeah, there's going to needs to be a little shuffling. There's a lot of people.
No shuffling, but as we just explained, we're making sure his family stays close because that's important.
Are there spurs?
There are. Okay. Yes. So these spurs were mine.
These spurs that were made for me by Sir Zippy. So Zippy made these for me for my elevation. Today I gave them to the other members of the chivalry from Long Island, the ducks. So that they can hold them and give your duck spurs a little bit more love. These are
very sharp. Said so. Very sharp. I'm wearing Doc Martens.
Yes. The sharp spurs come with foam tips. Is there a belt?
One or two that the other one we understand is
As you chose your own path, you start the legacy.
I got this.
They're arguing.
It's his fault.
Good start.
You certainly did do this.
This is all you take.
It's foreplay.
Children are
Earmuffs. Earmuffs.
I'm sure they've heard worse.
Rabbit goes We'll fix it in post.
Really?
I love you so much. So much.
Now give him a hug.
Is there a sword?
There is. This was made by myself.
Wow.
And in Scottish Gaelic, it says, "You have been weighed, you have been measured, you have been found worthy."
Is there a chain?
Oh, there is.
Pulling that out of there too.
And this has a, wow, so this was handed out to myself by myself because I made it. And now it passes to you.
Turn on.
I, Fergus, do swear my fealty to the crown of the East. You will have my sword when violence is needed. You will have my counsel, whether you want it or not. I'm not super quiet about it. But most of all, you'll have my honor.
I, Matthew,
And I, Fearman,
hear your words noted to be true,
we accept your oath in the spirit that it is given.
and return our own in kind,
So say we.
until our time comes to an end. We dubbed thee once for the path that led you here. We dubbed thee twice for the future roads you travel. We dubbed thee thrice for light of the society. Fearghus has asked for a buffet. Those who are uncomfortable may avert their eyes or leave. Leave the wide swing. You're all ready?
It's a wind up.
Oh.
Behold Fearghus of Erin's Green, bound by valor fierce and keen. His blade as bright as morning's beam, in deeds aloft he dared to dream. From Dublin wilds to Stackfield lands, he rode with honor clutched in hands. More than tears in the cold gray rain, a warrior's heart shall ever remain. With shield held high, his helm cast low, his vow to guard against the foe. By sunlit steel like moonbound shade, in glens and valleys his mark he made. What we do in life echoes aye, his voice a flame that touched the sky. Aye, what we do shall never be lost, though we mortals be but shadows and dust. Nay stranger he to the Foladir field, where bones do lie and warriors yield. Yet still he stands, his gaze alight, with courage fierce he carries the fight. In battle's rage he heard the call of leather drums that rise and fall. You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too, a promise bold to see it through. One dog alone by fate was spared, as Fergus's sword and shield he bare. For saving one dog, he declared with pride, can change this world, though dark and wide. His mercy shown with such regard, made beasts and men see him unmarred. Not strength alone, but heart and grace, he won the world in one cat's embrace. Though mists and shadows thick and dense, where darkness waits with grim suspense, he bore his banner high and true, his armor gleamed like morning dew. From mighty clashes neath the stars, to quiet woods and winding scars, Fergus's name through halls shall sing, a knightly soul his name shall ring. In Tiger's land his tale resounds, his legend lives in his islands bound. From ancient stones his spirit speaks, in glades, in streams, on mountain peaks. With whispered words he once avowed, in life, in death, in war unbowed. As warriors rise, so too they wane, but honor's voice in us remains. Thus let his deeds ne'er be forgot, for bound by time, nor cursed to rot. For more than tears he shed in strife, whose spirit guides beyond this life. O knight of Cailin, fierce and kind, your legacies we gladly remind. In stories keep and poets rhyme, now deeds are enshrined for all in endless time. Thus is told the ballad of Fearghus the Noble, whose valorous deeds moved the hearts of Matthew, king of just judgments, and Fearghus, queen of boundless joy. In solemn assembly, they saw fit to bestow upon him the title of Sir, and his ballad henceforth Sir Fearghus the Noble, a name to be borne with honor and renown. With his title comes the rank and the sacred privileges of the precedence, privileges, and place of honor, which shall be held beyond contestation in all realms. By their hand and their letters patent, they render unto him these arms: purfess, sable, and argent, a sun or, and an Irish wolfhound corn sable, and in chief 2 mullets of 7 points argent. These arms are to be borne by Sir Fearghus Cailin, a mark of his courage and steadfast loyalty, to be kept by him and him alone. Done by royal decree in the Shire of Rusted Woodlands, AS 59 at the 100 Minutes War. Words by Ryukin Jin at the Iron Skies, calligraphy and illumination by Vittorio Antonello. Sorry.
Well, hold that thought. For those, we can obviously see the scroll. There are pieces hanging from it. Is to put on the seal of the East Kingdom, which we don't have with us today because we didn't think we needed. So at some point we will get together with you and make sure that happens. But this, you're not getting
Solid choice.
Now, for Sir Fearghus, newest knight of the realm.
Viva!